I only have $200 in my account. I want to figure out how much I can earn if I open 10 trades with the bot. So let's take a look. Let's start with the first trade. I'll be risking about 20% of my deposit. Maybe I'll gradually increase it. Basically, we'll see how things play out. And we'll look at the booster bot stats over the course of 10 trades. I'm really curious to see how this turns out. So right now, I'm going to play the role of a newbie who doesn't know how to open trades, who doesn't know how to use the chart. He just wanted to try trading with a robot, and we'll see what comes of it. Let's go. For the first currency pair, I want to pick the Australian dollar and Swiss franc. I'm choosing 1 minute for the trade duration. Next, I go to the booster bot, select the same currency pair and set the trade time to 1 minute, and now I wait for a signal. I get a buy signal. Great! I open a buy trade right from here. And now, just like a real beginner, I just sit and watch this trade. Let's watch it together. An excellent first trade brings me 36 bucks. So, for the next trade, I'll open it again with 20%. That's already $50. Alright, let's look at another currency pair with a high payout. Let it be the British pound and Canadian dollar. We go to the booster bot and select this currency pair. The trade time is 1 minute, and I wait for my signal. I get a buy signal. I open a buy trade right from here. And the second trade also brings me profit. Now I have 300 bucks in my balance. Let's open the next trade again with 20%. That's already $60. As you can see, 2 trades are in the green on good currency pairs. I specifically choose high payouts because it's much easier to make money here. That's a tip for you. By the way, right now you can activate this bot using the link in the description and, accordingly, earn with it in the same way. As you can see, yes, it's still hard to talk about statistics, but nevertheless, 2 trades and both are profitable. So right now, my trading stats for today with the bot are at 100%. Let's see what happens next. So far, 2 out of 2. Let's pick a medium level currency pair, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. The movement here is pretty average, so let's see how the booster bot handles this currency pair. I'm selecting the currency pair. The trade duration is 1 minute. I'm getting a sell signal. I'm opening a sell trade right from here. And now we watch this trade. Actually, if we take a look, we have a pretty decent downward movement here. We can see that. Here we have one level, a second level, and accordingly, the price stayed in accumulation here for quite a while, and now it's ready to make this kind of move and, as a result, break through all these levels below. An excellent third trade brings me $50, and now I have 300 bucks in my balance. So, the next trade I can already open for a whole $70. Incredible. Let's take a look at the next trade, also on a currency pair with a high payout. For the next currency pair, I'm choosing the British pound and Canadian dollar. Let's select it in the booster bot and set the trade time to 1 minute. I'm getting a sell signal, and right from here, on a strong impulse, I open a sell trade. An excellent fourth trade brings me $64. And now I suggest we start opening trades at 25% each. So, the next trade will be open for $104. That's good. There's already 400 bucks in the balance. So, I've doubled my balance in just 4 trades. And so far, my stats are at 100%. Great. Let's keep moving forward. For the next currency pair, I'm choosing Euro and Swiss franc. I go to the booster bot, select this currency pair, and set the trade time to 1 minute. And I get a sell signal. Right from here, on a nice downward movement, I open a sell trade. An excellent fifth trade brings me $87, so now I've got 500 bucks in my balance. Accordingly, I'll open the next trade again with 25%. That's $125. Let's try the next currency pair, Euro and Australian dollar. There's some pretty tense movement here, but let's try to make some money on it now. I select this currency pair. Where is this currency located? I double check everything again. Everything is set up correctly. And I get a buy signal. I open a buy trade right from here. An excellent sixth trade brings me $106, and now we can move on and even open, for example, the next trade with 30%, which is $182. I'm not going to risk anything. That is, I've already tripled my deposit. And you can do exactly the same, just by following the link in the description and activating this robot. There's nothing difficult about it. The bot is activated in literally 10 minutes, and you can already start making a profit. That's why I'm leaving the link in the description and in the pinned comment. The next currency pair, also involving the euro, is the Euro/Swiss franc. Let's ask the booster bot where the price is going to go on this currency pair. I'm getting a sell signal, and right from here, following a good trend movement, I open a sell trade. The seventh trade closed at break-even. That means I didn't make any money and I didn't lose any either. That happens too. I'll open the next trade again with the same 30% for $180. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes. If you see that the chart, for example, is stalling in place, meaning the price is just standing still, then switch from 1 minute, for example, to 3 minutes. That will be a much better option for this kind of unstable movement. Alright, moving on to the 8th trade. We have only 3 trades left. Let's see how this turns out. I'm choosing the Australian dollar to Canadian dollar currency pair again. I select it in the booster bot and set the trade time to 1 minute. And I get a sell signal. I open a sell trade right from here. Here we can see a nice downward movement, so we can expect a good push down. A fantastic trade brings me $168. You saw it yourself, that was a great move. And here, by the way, is a clear example. When a currency pair is just standing still, our trades close very weakly, with just 1 pip in profit or even at 0. If we have a really strong impulsive downward or upward movement, then trades can close with a profit of 20 or even 50 pips in just 1 minute. That's why I recommend you go for bigger payouts and, accordingly, look for this kind of strong movement. $778 on my balance. And, accordingly, I can open the next trade for $233. Let's take a look at it. I'm choosing the currency pair Australian dollar, Swiss franc. There's a great downward movement here. I select this currency pair in the booster bot and set the trade time to 1 minute. I get a sell signal. Right from here, on this nice downward movement, I open a sell trade. An excellent 9th trade brings me $214. So, we've already completed 9 trades, and as you can see, I've increased my deposit 5-fold. I suggest we open the final trade for a whole 40%. I'm not going to risk anything anymore. Let's even make it an even $400. I'm not risking anything, even if I lose them now. By the way, take a look at the statistics. Right now, we have 8 profitable trades and 1 with a return. So, for now, I'm in a really good position. In profit, I've increased my deposit 5-fold. I'm choosing the currency pair British pound, Canadian dollar. There's a good upward movement here, and I'm selecting the same currency pair in the booster bot. I get a sell signal. Accordingly, I switch to the currency pair and open a sell trade. As you can see, booster bot spotted a reversal here, so most likely the price will go down now. An excellent final trade for a whole 50 points brings me $320. So, as you can see, in this entire video I managed to make $1,300. That's more than 6 times, actually 6.5 times. I increased my deposit in just 10 trades. And just imagine if I opened more than 10. And my stats turned out to be 9 wins and 1 return. So basically, we can write down 1 return and, accordingly, 0 losses. That's a pretty solid record. 90% winning trades. If you want to do the same, then follow the link in the description, activate this robot, and start earning with it. There's nothing difficult about it. If you have any questions, just write to our support account. I'll leave the contact info in the description and in the pinned comment as well. So go ahead and start earning together with BoosterBot. This robot is available to all our subscribers, so I'll leave all the links in the description. And just imagine, if you open not 10 trades a day, but 20 or 30, and not with such a high risk like I did just now with 30%, but say with 10% or 5%, you won't be risking much at all. So, in just one day, you could multiply your deposit by 5 or even 10 times. So make use of this tool. We're offering it specifically for our audience. If you have any questions, just reach out to our support account. All the links are waiting for you in the description. See you soon.